Hey y'all, welcome to Design to Get Dirty with the MCREY sisters. I'm Paige.
And I'm Kelly.
And we're the MCREY sisters. I think that's your line.
What? And we're
the MCREY sisters.
The MCREY sisters. I'm not used to being recorded while I podcast. I want to be like frumpy in my pumpkin.
Well, you can, but maybe that's how we get more views.
I just feel like there is a certain level of no fucks when it's just recording. I'm like, I don't care. Like, I'm just gonna...
What, you eat the microphone? Well, I don't care.
No, I just feel like you don't think about how you're looking. Now the camera's on, you're like, no, I gotta like here. And
that's what I said. I was worried about sitting down in a crop top.
Yeah. This one's called For the Fupas.
Well, welcome to the new year.
Yeah, 2025. Pretty sure.
Obviously, we're recording this during the times of the LA fires, so just want to take a moment to address how absolutely heartbreaking it is to see how many people have lost so much of their lives, and not just like physical structures, but the memories and the heart that went into that. I don't know, like, I don't kind of want to redo that. I'm like,
no, I just, it is kind of hard to comprehend. Like, what do you say to someone who just lost
like literally everything? Yeah, our hearts break for everyone that's lost something. And you know, like we said, we would love to help, and I think maybe like right now everyone is super overwhelmed with the amount of offers from volunteers and people wanting to donate stuff, which is incredible. And I think in this time where this just like time in our life in general where it feels like everyone's so divided, it's really cool to see everyone coming together to support each other regardless of political views or religion, race, ethnicity. So that's super awesome. But also we're like, we want to help, and no one wants our help. Honestly, they probably heard our jokes though. They're like, yeah, we don't want you guys.
This is not time for laughter.
We don't want our jokes.
It's always time. Yeah, I mean, we keep posting them on our story, like both personal and business, but seriously, I mean, by the time this comes out, I mean, even after such, even when the fires are out and people are trying to rebuild their lives, if there's quite literally anything we can do, like, we will do whatever we can to help anyone in need. You or someone you know.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, just let us know, please. Okay.
Every time we record, that has to be your turn. It blows my mind that every time we start recording, it'll be peaceful on our street, and then someone will decide to start like moving something, doing construction, yard work, and it's like, you had all day.
So did we, though.
It's like, no, but it's like they see us roll up the garage door and they're like, ah,
tis our time to lull them on.
Lower them on.
Blow your mom. Blow your mom. Now it's done.
Blow your mom.
Yeah.
This is what happens with everything.
Should we just start over?
No.
No one liked...
What?
No, you didn't like how this started.
I think, hey, we promised the people
authenticity.
Yeah, so we keep going. We can't. Every time we say something, we can't just like, cut.
Well, we're still working through what we can and can't say.
Okay, well now we're spending 20 minutes talking about whether we should cut it or not. We could just move on with the conversation. Anyway, thank you. Thank you to our first responders, all the firefighters, police officers, medical personnel. Don't laugh, I'm trying to be serious.
No, I know. Paige, I said blow your mom. I can't.
That is staying in the episode. That was incredible. We're not taking that out. I will not let you. Just get over the fact that we're not starting the episode over. So just keep going. Keep going.
Okay. Cool.
But no,
first responders.
We love to see. Speaking of first responders,
no, seriously, we're so grateful that you're putting out these fires and you're getting on Bumble.
I was like, so.
No, seriously.
Just to bring a little like positive,
a silver lining.
A silver lining.
Everyone's coming together, and a lot of mustaches are getting on Bumble.
I'm not gonna. Look, I went on Bumble 2 days ago.
Sure.
And there was a mustache firefighter.
A Z.
Every other profile. And it took me a second to be like, what is happening? And then I realized they're all traveling here for the fires. So yeah, silver lining. Shout out to all the firefighters that are on Bumble.
Yeah.
Making their way into my DMs.
Stay active.
I don't know how to transition from that.
Diving into the next topic.
2025 goals.
Oh, 2025 goals. Yeah.
There's like a dog hair in your eyebrow.
I've been keeping that there.
Oh, do you want it back?
Yeah. Okay. It's just because it's Boo's. I always keep one hair on her.
For good luck.
Put it
Don't
back
make
in my
shirt. Yeah, we just thought this was a good time to talk through our goals for 2025, both personal and business.
Yeah.
And maybe if we share them with all of you, that helps keep us, like, it holds us accountable.
Yeah.
What?
No, yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Sorry, there's been helicopters flying overhead all day.
We're gonna get on Bumble. I wonder if they're on.
Get my phone!
Hey, SOS! Two single girls! They're like, Beedoo.
Quick, take your top off.
They always fly away. You never get them to say. Anyways, our goals.
Goals.
Probably to speak more clearly.
Personally, we would like to move out.
Oh yeah.
So I think, like, for me, being really good about saving money for the next, like, 4 months.
Yeah.
And, like, not, and work, and honestly, I think maybe this is good because then it will help me work through, like, some FOMO that I have, because I do have really bad FOMO, and I'm just, like, a yes person. Like, if someone invites me somewhere, high chance I'm gonna say yes.
Right.
And I just, in my mind, I'm like, the money will come. Like, I will figure out the money later. I mean, unless it's, like, a $3,000 trip, and I'm like, okay, no. But if someone's like, hey, you want to go get drinks tonight? Or, like, hey, you want to go to this concert? Like, I usually
you've been really good lately.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. So this has been part of my goal, is to be a lot smarter just about, like, saving money, because now, like, I want to move out so badly that overrides any desire. Well, and you just, like, you don't realize, like, when you go out, like,
oh my god, and I'm such a...
I put everyone's drinks on my tab.
Yeah, I do it every time. I'm like, I have no...
I'm like, bitch, who do you think you are?
I love putting people's drinks on my tab. I love it.
And then I never ask for them to pay me back.
No.
If they do, great, but I don't.
No, it's not even my drunk self, it's my sober self. I love it. When we're out, something changes in me where I'm like, I can't afford everyone's drinks, and I will. Here you are. Then
I can't afford it, but I will put it on my card anyway.
I know, it's such a bad habit. I'm like, and no one, like, expects it. No one's asking. No, yeah. I do it every time.
Honestly, I think part of it is because we grew up in a family and, like, in an environment where, like, our dad is more than happy to cover someone if it means that they can come and enjoy the ride. Yeah. Like, and I think we've just and our whole family is like that, where it's like, hey, what's a little bit of money if it means that everyone gets to have a good time and everyone gets to enjoy it. And we are, I think, both very much that way. And like, the only difference now is, like, we also don't have money. We don't have the money to enjoy those things.
Like, I can't even go, let alone can I afford someone else. Dude, but will I pay for them? Yeah, I probably will.
So it's just, like, my desire for everyone to feel included and to be a part of an experience and have fun is, like, overrides what my financial situation is. The problem, though, is that, like, when we're out getting drinks, that's not everyone can afford their own beers. Right. Like, everyone can afford a $6 beer.
Yeah, like, we're all in our 30s with, like, so many of our friends have really wonderful jobs and, like, pay well. And I'm still, like, I buy your beer?
And you're like, well, 6 times 6, all of a sudden, that's a $40.
There's 30, well, 40 with tip.
Yeah,
well, I'm gonna tip more than that.
But I'm saying, that's like,
and then I tip an insane amount on my tabs. I'm like, what the
$36 tab, and then add, like, $10, $15 tip, some tax. All of a sudden, it's like a $60 bill that I'm like, that's crazy that I just spent that in one round of drinks and one night out.
Dude, my goal, okay, so that's both of our goal.
Is to move out.
Is to move out together.
Need to move out.
And honestly, it's a personal goal, but it's professional because we are looking at a house where Paige can have her own office, where we have a garage that we can move MCREY into because we are just busting at the seams in the guest room.
Yep.
But for me, I like really, so I got a little budget book and I was writing down all of my, so I've been really tracking all my stuff and I realized like I actually don't spend a ton of money. Like,
okay.
I was like, I really don't.
Then why am I always paying for you?
Oh, gee, that's the problem. You always
that's
feel
crazy.
good like my little sister will pay for it. I'm like, okay. I'm good. No, but I realized like in the grand, it's not like I'm buying a ton of clothes all the time or like, I don't have a ton of out of what I have to pay for a lot of expenses. I just don't make a lot of money. Yeah. Truly. So I was like, oh, but now I got another side gig and I was like, I'm not woo. So for me and my goal, I was like, I just need to grind more in things that are gonna, obviously like in MCREY, but these things that are gonna make me money because I'm already like not spending a lot and I'm not willing to give up a lot of these experiences that are coming up. Like I still really want to enjoy life and save money, and I think both of those things can happen. I just have to make more money, which I'm like, I'd rather work another job and make more money and do all the things than live at home and stay where I'm at. So I hear you.
So moving out is big goal. Personally, you know, I want to keep putting myself out there in the dating world.
Woo!
It's
Here's her. Actually, this is gonna be a little contestant number one. It's fine, door number one.
You know, it's a.
Love that for you.
Thank you. It's not always easy.
Yeah.
Just got ghosted for the like 5th time.
Yeah, dude.
Crazy. I'm like, maybe it's just me. Is it me?
No, I hear this
it's not
like from
it's
so
not
many other, specifically girls. Like these boys be ghosting. It's really it's
just crazy to me. I would never, like, if I went on 2 dates with someone, and had like a really great time, a physical connection, like.
I guess it's like so. I feel like our dude's like afraid
there was
to hurt your
there was a
feelings.
sleepover involved. Like I don't know, just like all the things. And then I decided, like after a few weeks of like going back and forth, hanging out, talking, like saying things that like if I didn't want to be with that person, I would text them.
I'd just be like, hey, like
I would just be like, hey, I just
working.
don't see this. Like you're awesome. I just don't see this going anywhere. I wish you all the best.
Yeah,
it takes
copy paste.
10 seconds. To write that text.
Right.
I just, to me, like, I guess it just, I would never do that to someone. Like, the only time that I'm like, I don't owe you anything is, like, if we've never even met, like.
If you were just, like, texting and you haven't even met in person yet.
That or, like, well, not even because that guy, we just planned a date, texting, Monday, see you there, 6 p.m., and then didn't hear from him, and I texted him, like, a couple hours before the date, was like, hey, you know, whatever. Still on for tonight, never heard from him. That's crazy. You could at least, like, we had a plan.
Right.
Like, I said no to other plans.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, in that instance, I do think he owed me a text of, like, hey, sorry, like, I just don't want to go out tonight.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you're just, like, chit-chatting on the app, and then you say something cringy, like, yeah, no.
Peace.
I don't owe you an explanation. Yeah. We're just gonna unmatch. Anyway,
moving on. So that's putting yourself out there and being patient.
Oh,
that's supposed to be Libra's word of the year.
Patience.
That's crazy. Paige is not patient, but that's what makes you such a good go-getter. We talked about that. There's nothing wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, look. Obviously, in certain things, you gotta be patient. But in general, Paige and I were talking about, there's nothing wrong with being impatient in certain in certain aspects. Obviously, if someone, you know what I mean?
I think instead of the word impatient, okay, I thought about this, because we were talking about how I'm impatient in dating.
And we were talking about sometimes impatience is just a sign that you're ready for that next step. You want it to happen. So we call it being ready when you're feeling impatient. You try and change the narrative.
Yeah, well, that's what I was going to say. Instead of saying the word impatient, I'm excited.
Yes.
And feel ready.
Yes.
Like, I'm excited. Like,
but if you're in the grocery line, like, freaking out because you're impatient, chill. You need to be patient. The cashier can only move so quickly.
Fast.
Like, self-checkout is calling your name.
Unless Norma's on her fucking 15th coupon and then forgets, and then she's got to go back, and you're just standing there, and you're like...
And you could feel patient and be like, I'm really fucking ready to check out. And that's, but Norma's not going to move any quicker. And there's a high chance that someone like me, a counselor back in the day, so they're like, Norma, we talked about getting your coupons in order. This is
just
why.
to save 65 cents. That should be, I don't have patience for that. I try. But, we had talked about, like, I do feel impatient, but, like, I also don't want to settle. And I'm not going to end up with someone that, like, I've been holding out this long, so, like, I'm not going to settle for some fucking Joe Schmo. Like,
Sure.
So...
Although if her name's Joe, don't feel afraid
Oh, sorry,
to reach
yeah,
out.
it's not personal.
It's something personal, Joe.
But, like...
Wait, Joe, do you actually... No, seriously, Joe, but, like...
But yeah, so, like, just though, I just have that feeling, like, I feel very ready to be in a relationship. I feel very ready to, like, for that next stage of my life, like, getting married, having kids, buying a house. Like, I can't afford to do any of those things, but mentally, emotionally, I feel ready.
Yeah.
And so
I love that for
at least, like, taking those steps. And so, I was like, instead of saying that I'm impatient in dating, I'm just excited and ready.
Amazing.
Thank you. What? Why are you laughing?
No.
Are you judging me?
No. No, I wouldn't. Oh, this guy again.
Aww.
Yeah, keep driving. No, I love that for you.
Okay, thank you.
My personal goal is to support Paige in this endeavor. And that's about it. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if I have any other personal goals.
Like,
I feel, like, pretty cool with life. Other than, like,
incredible.
moving out. Moving out. Keep chipping away at MCREY.
I would say some MCREY goals.
Oh, yeah, MCREY goals.
Would love, and I think some of these are, like, all tied together, but we definitely are looking for investors. Like, we would like to acquire the right investors for our business, and I think with that will come so many other opportunities and so many things that we want to accomplish, like either having a warehouse that's outside of our parents' house, or maybe even outside of our house when we move, like or maybe it just goes into our warehouse that we have at our house when we move. I don't know. I think that could go either way, but purchasing a box trailer that we renovate into our mobile store.
That was one I was going to throw out there. That's a big one for this year.
The only thing that comes with that is that if we buy a box trailer that we are converting into a mobile store, we also have to buy a vehicle to tow said. Speaking of trucks, we also have to buy a vehicle that can tow said trailer. So that is I think the bigger hiccup. Trailers are pretty inexpensive, and
trucks not so much.
And we have friends that can help us, like, renovate it and do all the things that we want to do to it. But purchasing another vehicle to tow it. Other goals include, and we're already kind of, like, in the works with some of these, more jerseys.
More jersey options.
For both adults and youth. A new type of pant. So we're, like, have been spending so much time working on this and just trying to find, like, the right fabrics and materials. And honestly, at this point, I think we're willing to, like, push this off as long as possible to make sure that they're, like, exactly what we want.
Yeah.
So we're kind of looking at, like, more of a spring summer pant, something that's a little bit thinner and lighter than what our current pant is. And we just want to make sure that we're, like, creating the best pant possible for women. Along with that, expanding our size offerings. So we want to create additional sizes for the pants and jerseys. So that's like, I know that's something that a lot of you have shared with us that you'd really like to see. So we're working on incorporating that.
Mm-hmm.
What other MCREY goals? Just like survive, keep our head afloat, not go out of business.
I mean, a lot of the things you listed are already in the making. There's a lot of that where the ball's already kind of rolling. I'm trying to think of something. A helicopter going over.
With our warehouse space, a studio.
Yeah,
so we can record this.
Yeah. I don't know. MCREY feels. What's the word?
Excited and ready.
It feels excited and ready, you know? Yeah, I just I think we both anticipate a lot of big changes this year. The ball, again, is rolling in so many different directions that we are ready for, and I feel really excited for MCREY this year. A lot of really cool things can happen. We've done so much of the foundational work to get us to this position, and I feel like all of the things we just discussed are completely attainable in 2025. It's like an interesting thing to it's weird to even, I feel like they've already happened, you know. I just feel so strongly about them, to even with goals, it's that's 100% gonna happen. And we kind of also, it's hard though with those things, you can't really we can't really set a date. Yeah. Especially with the nature of our business, we really roll with the punches, and there's certain things we have to have timelines for and budget for and whatnot, but so many things as a small business come out of nowhere, and good and bad, and you work with it. Yeah. And I feel sometimes if we set our sights on too restrictive of a goal, we miss out on some opportunities that would get us to something maybe different than we had planned for, but better. So I really feel continuing that mindset and having all of these opportunities and seeing what happens. Yeah. But yeah, MCREY's gonna be, I'm so excited for it. I just feel really good about it.
Oh, I love that.
I feel we're gonna friggin' crush it this year.
Dude.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
And anyone who has supported us, we have the coolest community. Especially recently with the amount of people that have reached out to us about the fires, but even prior to that, we just been posted a little more during December about riding and how many people have reached out about riding with us or doing events. And I just love who is following us and who's, a part of this community. And we look so forward to events now, even more than we have in the past, because we've met so many people. And especially in this last year, a lot of people that we've met in the industry, I feel have transitioned from being we know them from going to work events, now they feel really good friends or family. And
I think we finally have achieved the level that we used to joke about. That's when we walk somewhere, when we're at an event, we're walking around and we're hey Bob, how's it going? We feel we've really become a part of the vendor family. And wherever we go, we now see people that we've vended with in the past, and opportunities are coming up out of that, and it's just really fun to, and not that anyone left us out, but it just, I think
it just takes time
to build relationships, and it's just really cool to finally be at that level where we know we are gonna have friends when we go to this event, and people that we can hang out with, and it's not just who are they? It's not
I guess it's we would hang out with them outside of work events. Yes. It's gone to the point where we would actually invite them, or vice versa. We feel as though they're our friends.
We would do other things.
Our little family.
Yeah, it's our family. Our vendor fam.
Yeah. So, and that just it again. It kind of makes it feel maybe I feel that's what I mean is those things feel like vacations, because
most of our events
feel like that.
Vacation.
Even though we'll work from 6 to 8 during the day.
Yeah, bring from 8 to 6.
I drink my soup.
And that's vacation.
Yeah.
Well, fuck, how much we're spending to go to the Mint. I just want y'all, I'm going to take a video of our hotel at the Mint.
Oh my god.
Because it is now...
PSA to Buffalo Bills.
We have a bone to pick with you.
We have a
bone to pick. Do you know who we are? We're the Pearls of Purim.
We're the Pearls of Purim. However, Buffalo. Bill, whoever you are, I'm talking to you. If that Denny's is not fully staffed, pancakes ready to go, I'm going to lose my mind.
Here's the thing. Every year when we go to the Mint, everyone stays at the same hotel. The
Yes.
problem is that the hotel is never staffed
Never.
to support the amount of people that are there for this weekend.
Right.
And it's always like sold out. They run out of rooms for people.
The Denny's
And the Denny's is like
in the hotel.
The Denny, yeah, all the restaurants, not even the Denny's, all the restaurants in the hotel are like.
We love a good pancake.
We love a good pancake at the end of the day.
Yeah.
All the restaurants in the hotel are like 3-hour waits.
Right.
The bar, it takes forever to get a drink. Like you don't have no towels. They ran out of towels last year.
We didn't have like pillow covers.
This is
it was insane.
We're literally like drying off with like the same towel. Like it's like
We
a
had, like, a
washcloth,
washcloth.
and we're just like pat. Here you go.
It's insane.
But like, yeah. So all of that being said, normally it's pretty cheap accommodations. So it's kind
As
of
it should be.
As it should be. So it's kind of expected. This year, these motherfuckers are charging $168 a night.
A night?
A night, plus taxes and fees and amenity fees. I'm like, bitch, you don't even have the roller coaster running.
Darn, you don't even have amenities.
No amenities.
Spell amenities. don't
I'm
even
like,
know what they
The
are.
total for our hotel for 3 nights came to like $800. That is insane to me.
Now, be that as it may, we're happy to pay if these quote-unquote amenities are actually in the room and Denny's is fully staffed.
I don't know if I'm like happy to pay, but like
makes more sense to pay.
Sure, but I'm like,
if we paid this price last year though,
but that's how much. We don't even pay this much to stay at like Sandsport Super Show. Like that's literally the cost of our Marriott hotel in Orange County, our lush Marriott hotel with fluffy comforters in Orange County for the Sandsport Super Show.
But they know there's only 2 hotels there. 3.
Well, and the same company owns all 3 of them.
Yeah.
So you don't have a choice.
Yeah, they're like, I don't care if you get nothing.
Or you can sleep in the parking lot. And I'm like...
We might end up sleeping.
That's just... Yeah, so, yeah, this year at the Mint, we're expecting fresh-ass pancakes.
Yeah.
No way at Denny's.
No way.
Clean towels. There better not be a dead cockroach in our room.
Mark my words. Bill, we will come for you. We will come for you.
Yeah. So, that's gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
Anyway. I don't know.
Anyways, we gotta get back to Bumble. And by we, I mean Paige.
Get my phone. I honestly was
I just like to watch Paige use the apps. Can't say use it myself. Paige is a dating machine.
I'm so over it.
No, I love it.
I'm not. I'm
you.
like trying. I want to stay open-minded, but like the apps are. It's
stay
just
positive.
The apps are hard.
They can be hard. So many people have met on them.
I know, but it's just it just builds this expectation that you're like gonna get married in the next like week, and you're like chill. You don't know me.
Right. That's where patience is key.
That's where I have patience. Well, I do. I know you're gonna. I know.
Paige,
I'm a little hopeless romantic.
Yeah. Paige.
Hey, when you know, you know.
She's got a big heart. Yeah.
I got a big heart. Yeah. I feel like all of my relationships have been quick out of the start. Maybe that's why they ended. I know you're gonna talk shit, so I'll just beat you to the punchline.
I am not. I always say you have such a big heart.
I do. I know, but I know.
I was
waiting for you to.
I
was waiting for you to talk shit.
I wasn't even thinking that until you gave me the look, and I was like, oh well.
Why? What were you thinking?
What? I was just listening.
With that stupid smile on your face.
I don't have no smile. That's probably why I'm single.
Stupid.
So it's like, who's that girl looking at me? I'm like, my friends call me Bean. Yeah. There's gonna be a very special guy out there for me. And I just not. He's so 1 in a million. I just don't think he's on the apps. I tried to set Kelly up with someone from the apps who I felt was perfect for her. I matched with him. He had like super into all the nerdy shit, psychology, the stars, like astrology, astronomy, and like super nerdy, like super cute, active, outdoorsy. And I was like, I think you're perfect for my sister. Do you think she's beautiful? And he's like, of course she is. And so I was like, great, I'll give her your phone number. And I gave it to you. What'd you do with it? Somewhere. Oh, that's a lot. Then I have to text him. What am I supposed to say?
Well, now it's too late.
Well, yeah, now it's too late. Because I'd be like, I could probably still text him. I'm not.
I know you're not going to.
I'm not going to text him. I need to be approached, I'm pretty sure. I'm kind of like a spider. I'm more afraid of you than you are of me.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And on that note,
Bye, bitch.
bye, bitch. Good luck in 2025.
Good luck.